Okay, men, we're looking here once again in the original book about the original book of the Bible, Genesis, the book of Genesis, and taking a look at the original man and Adam and Eve, and taking a look at what happened in Adam's life, maybe where he made some mistakes and what we might learn from it. Most people know the story of Adam and Eve and their sin. And, in verse 7, it says, after they ate, it says, then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves coverings. And when they heard the sound of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, Adam and his wife hid themselves. One of the major mistakes that Adam made was he hid. Many men, when they make mistakes or they have failures, what they do, their shame causes them to hide themselves. I was talking with some men about this verse the other day, and I said, I just wonder what would have happened if the minute that Adam heard God walking in the garden in the cool of the day, if he would have ran to God and fell on his face and he said, we've sinned, we've done wrong, we're sorry. I just wonder what would happen, how this story and the narrative of this story would have changed if Adam would have ran from God, or ran to God rather than from God. See, one of the mistakes that men make, they hide. The book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 13 says this, whoever covers their sins will not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes their sin will find mercy. I don't know if this is for you, but I want to challenge you. If you've got hidden sin in your life, you've been hiding, God knows it. God knew what Adam and Eve had done. He knew what had happened. But I'm going to challenge you. There's a New Testament verse that I think to learn as men. Men, our ego causes us to run, sometimes hide. We want to deal with it ourselves. The question is, how's that been working for you? Sometimes one of the most courageous things a man can do is when he's got some area that he's being overcome, is do what James chapter 5 says. It says this, confess your faults one to another and pray for one another that you might be healed. I heard the other day of a great man of God. He was sharing his own testimony of how he struggled with an area in his life. He didn't say what it was, but he went to his son and daughter-in-law and confessed to them, and they prayed for him and ministered to him. And I thought, man, that speaks volumes about the character of that man. He said, I've got something I'm struggling with. And he went and found somebody to confess it to. If you've had something hidden, something that's been overcoming you, I'm going to challenge you today. Find somebody you can trust. Find somebody that knows God better than you. And go confess it to them and have them pray for you. Get it uncovered, because whatever is hidden will grow in the darkness. Find somebody to uncover it to and ask them to pray for you and help you.